Ever feel like documents are taking over your life? Contracts, proposals, market research. It never seems to end.
Right. For anyone making decisions these days, especially in business, that's a huge pain point. You've got to cut through the clutter.
Exactly. And that's what has us so excited about the tool we're diving into today, Google's NotebookLM.
We've got a new Google blog post with some really interesting updates.
Oh, and we heard through the grapevine that even tech lawyer Mitch Jackson is pretty excited about it.
That's right. Even Mitch, who's always ahead of the curve, sees how big this could be.
So, in a nutshell, NotebookLM?
Well, think of it this way. You upload your documents. It could be contracts, business plans, research reports, you name it.
Okay, so you're basically giving an AI a crash course in your business or your specific needs.
Exactly. And then this is the cool part. NotebookLM doesn't just become some general AI, it becomes an expert on your material.
So when you ask it questions,
You're getting answers based on your documents,
Yeah.
not some random Google search, which, let's be honest,
can be a crapshoot.
yeah, especially for, say, lawyers prepping for a deposition who need those hyper-specific insights, or entrepreneurs evaluating a market.
You don't have time to sift through tons of irrelevant stuff.
Exactly. And that's where these new audio overview features that Google's highlighting come in.
Okay, tell me more about these audio overviews because that's a new one on me.
So picture this. You're about to head into a client pitch, right? And you've got a mountain of market research, competitor analysis.
Oh, we've all been there. The pre-pitch scramble is real.
Totally. Well, instead of staying up all night trying to cram, NotebookLM can actually give you an audio rundown of all the key takeaways.
Wait, so it's like having a personal AI analyst pre-digest all that info for me.
Exactly.
A podcast tailored to my meeting. Okay, now you've got my attention.
Okay.
But this blog post mentioned some even bigger updates coming to these audio overviews.
Right, and it's all about customization and making them even more useful. Like, you can give the AI specific instructions now.
Okay, how does that work?
So let's say you want it to really zone in on the legal ramifications of a certain clause in a contract.
Which, as we know, can be make or break.
Huge. You can tell it to focus on that. Or maybe you need it to pull out potential market disruptors from, like, a 100-page industry report.
Wait, so no more frantically scrolling through pages trying to remember where that one crucial detail was?
You got it. No more frantic searching. And you can even specify how deep you want it to go. Like, maybe you just need a high-level summary to get prepped.
Perfect for those time crunch mornings.
Exactly. Or maybe you need a deep dive on all the technical details that can do that too.
My kind of flexibility. But there's one more thing from this blog post, and this is what really caught my eye. Google's releasing a version of NotebookLM specifically for businesses. NotebookLM Business, they're calling it.
This is huge because now we're not just talking about, individual productivity anymore. This could impact how entire companies operate.
Right. Though I imagine data privacy and security are a major concern for business owners.
Yes.
Especially, say, lawyers who deal with tons of confidential client information.
Absolutely. And Google seems to get that because the blog post really emphasized how they're prioritizing data privacy and security with this.
Okay, so it sounds like they're serious about making this enterprise ready. But I'm curious, you mentioned earlier that this caught Mitch Jackson's eye.
Yeah.
And, he's a lawyer, but he's also super deep into AI law, Web3, the metaverse. I mean, why is HE so excited about this?
Well, Mitch is one of those guys who always seems to be ahead of the curve. So when he gets this fired up about something, it's worth paying attention to. And I think, when you look at the fields he specializes in, it makes sense, right? They're all about navigating really complex, constantly changing landscapes of information.
So for Mitch, it's not just about being able to quickly summarize a legal document.
Right.
It's about understanding the implications of new AI regulations.
Yes, or making sense of a mountain of data about a new tech investment. He really understands that the faster you can process and understand information,
the better decisions you can make.
Exactly. And that's crucial in today's business world.
Time is money, right?
Absolutely.
But let's bring this back to our listeners for a second, because at this point, they might be thinking, okay, this all sounds amazing, but how does this actually impact ME and my business?
Well, just imagine, onboarding new employees instead of having them spend weeks poring over old presentations, training manuals, all that.
Ugh, the dreaded onboarding binder.
Right. NotebookLM could give them a targeted, 20-minute audio summary of key projects, client interactions, everything tailored to their specific role.
Oh, that's huge. Or think about like lawyers prepping for a big litigation case. Instead of a whole team spending weeks, maybe even months, combing through thousands of documents.
Right, trying to connect all the dots. NotebookLM could pinpoint the key evidence, potential precedents, even flag inconsistencies in witness testimonies, all in a fraction of the time.
So we're not just talking about working faster. We're talking about working smarter.
Exactly. And it's not just about saving time, it's about uncovering those insights that might have been completely missed otherwise.
Those aha moments that can really make or break a big decision.
Yeah, exactly. Imagine being able to make decisions faster, but also with more confidence because they're truly data-driven.
And you're not just reacting to the market, you're staying ahead of it.
Absolutely. This feels like one of those shifts where early adoption could be a game changer.
Totally. The ability to process and really understand information quickly and accurately is only going to become more important moving forward.
No doubt about it.
So, to leave our listeners with something to ponder, just imagine this. If an AI was trained on your company's data, your biggest challenges, your biggest opportunities, what kind of game-changing insights could it unlock?
It's mind-blowing when you really think about it.
Definitely something to chew on. And speaking of mind-blowing insights, if you're fascinated by this intersection of law, business, and cutting-edge tech like we are, then you need to connect with Mitch Jackson on LinkedIn.
He's always dropping these incredible, actionable insights on everything from AI to Web3 to the metaverse. He really breaks it all down.
He's got decades of real-world experience, and he's so generous in sharing it. Trust me, you don't want to miss his take on where all of this is headed. Until next time, everyone, keep diving deep.